All right, guys, buckle up. We're in for a big video today. I'm here to tell you guys how I grew over 500,000 followers on TikTok. I believe I'm at like 518,000-ish right now, and 380,000 of those came in the first week that I had TikTok. I know times have changed. We're gonna get into that. I still have grown an extra like 200 and what is that, 40K followers since that first initial burst in 2020. So let's start off with going into the beginning of my journey, how I got here, how I did it. I have loads and loads and loads of information to give you guys. It's actually kind of overwhelming to think about. I don't even know where to start sometimes, but I'll just start at the beginning. So in March of 2020, I went to Playlist Live, which was in Florida, and I was there for a streaming convention. If you guys didn't know, surprise, I've been a streamer for many years. And when I was there, I noticed that we were combined hosting this convention with TikTok. And I had heard of TikTok. I heard mostly from Gary Vaynerchuk, him constantly saying, get on TikTok, get on TikTok. It's the next big thing. And that stuck with me for a very long time. Before I even went to Playlist, I was like, Gary's talking about TikTok. I should probably get on TikTok. I don't know, but I felt overwhelmed already with Instagram, which is so crazy looking back because I wasn't really doing anything on Instagram compared to what I do now. But that was just the reality for me back then. I had a lot going on. Like I said, I was also like streaming a lot back then. So I go to Florida. I notice all these TikTokers. I don't know what's going on. I literally bumped shoulders with Charlie D'Amelio and had no idea who she was. And then as I was there, I kind of like started piecing together little bits of who these people were, but I still really had no clue. I hadn't even like been on their TikToks or anything yet. And then I went to a party with Bryce Hall, and it was just absolutely crazy. So I'm at this convention and I'm just noticing all of these people. They're making videos, they're like having fun. I'm noticing their amount of followers. Some of these people had millions and some of them had hundreds of thousands, and I was just like, wow, this is insane. I must be with like the top of the top people. I never in a million years thought that some of them I would have doubled, tripled their following. As you always get in this mindset, I feel like, where you're just like, it's too late to grow on social media. It's been around for too long and there's so many people and there's too much competition. And I just have to say that is not true at all. And I'll get into that a little bit more later, but for now, we'll keep going with my little storyline here. So I was very intrigued by these TikTokers, and I just felt surrounded by them at Playlist. It was like you couldn't avoid it. Every room I was walking into, they had their tripods up and their ring lights and were making TikToks, and I was just like, this is insanity. I end up making a couple TikToks while I'm there. I had 60 followers at Playlist in March of 2020, you guys, okay? This is like the first week of March. 60 followers. I've posted a few videos. None of them have gone anywhere. I am feeling hopeful, but I'm also a little defeated because I don't know what I'm doing. I see all these people around me that know what they're doing and have tons of followers, and it was very intimidating. And I ended up meeting someone that I made a TikTok with. And what's funny is it had a delayed reaction. So this video ended up getting like over 100,000 views maybe a few weeks after Playlist or a month after Playlist. And I had messaged this person and was like, oh my gosh, our video's blowing up. Well, I believe he had like 100K followers at the time, and he was acting too cool for me. Okay, we'll just put it that way. So we'd gotten along really well at Playlist, but then for whatever reason, he started acting like, oh, yeah, I guess that's blowing up. Like acting like getting over 100K views wasn't a lot. And looking back, I'm like, Alyssa, you literally had more views on that video than he has followers. Because he got in my head. I was like, okay, now I feel stupid. Like, he's acting like that's not good. And it just messed with my head kind of. But looking back, I'm like, I don't know what the deal was, but moving on. So I met a couple people, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like I'll never be where they're at, but it'd be cool if I could at least hit like 10 or 20K or something like that. So about a week after Playlist happens, I had a situation that I'm sure a lot of you guys know about because It's been posted everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. It's been on Lad Bible. It's been on all these news sources that I didn't even post it to. So you may have seen my roommate series. I had we'll just say a bad roommate at the time that I decided to vlog about and post. And yeah, I don't know, I was just like being authentic. What's crazy is, for instance, there's this girl recently that we kind of had beef, and she decided to try to throw this video in my face, and like, I don't even know what the purpose was. Randomly, all of like here and there get people who try to use this video against me, and it's like, do you not realize that I videoed this whole series? This went on for like months, edited it, posted it, captioned it. Like, I fully thought these videos out, and personally I have zero regrets for them, literally zero. So I think it's hysterical when people try to use it against me, because it's just like, I literally chose that. I'm not embarrassed at all. I was being genuine and telling the internet my life story, and yes, there were obviously some consequences to that. Like, some people didn't agree with it or whatever, that's fine. But personally, I have no regrets. It has made me thousands of dollars. Thousands. Like, those videos literally changed my life. And so for people to try and act like I should be embarrassed or ashamed or regret those videos, I just don't. Like, I'm always gonna be real. I'm never going to fake things online for anybody or fake being a certain way. Like, no, me and this girl had issues, and I just kind of like told my frustrations and my side of it. I never posted her name. I never blasted her personally. Like, no one has any idea who this girl is. She was a total random. And so I don't feel bad about it. I just talked about what was going on in my life. So I digress. I know these girls, specifically what I'm thinking of, would die to make thousands of dollars from home every month, and it would change their life. And so it's like, I'm not going to let people who would do the same thing try to talk down to me. It's like, misery loves company. When people are miserable down here, they don't want to see you up here. They want you to be down here with them. And I refuse to close that gap and be back down here where I was struggling and not having fun in life and whatever. I now get to work from home and travel and hang out with my boyfriend whenever I want and do whatever I want whenever I want at any given time. And it's like, the freedom is priceless, okay? Like, yes, it was worth the few videos. So that being said, please think about that when you make content, because if someone were to get in your head and prevent you from posting the video that would have gone viral for you and would have changed your life and would have gained you tons of followers and would have given a name for yourself and could lead to you having a brand, or, you know, selling your pottery online, selling your art online, your photography business, your whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be that you're even an influencer. This is just business in general. No business is going to thrive in 2023 without social media. So whether you're an influencer or not, these are things you need to know and you need to do and implement. You cannot be afraid of the internet and how people are going to perceive you. It just doesn't matter. This might be a little dark, but I just always think we're all going to die eventually. So who cares what some person that's going to be gone eventually thinks of you? Who cares? Literally, who cares? Like, I would rather enjoy my time on this earth and like with my friends and family and whatever for this 30-second videos, you know? It's worth it. I promise it's worth it. So just my biggest thing is the haters. Don't let them get to you. I promise you. I did multiple times before I switched my mentality, and looking back, I regret it so much. And I do talk about this in my ebook that I put together for you guys. So now we're gonna get into that part of this. I have created an ebook telling you guys how to grow in 2023, because I know when I first blew up on TikTok, everyone will say, oh, well, TikTok was new, it was a lot easier back then. That's kind of true, but TikTok is still very easy to grow. I've been doing the bare minimum for the last several months now, and I've actually kind of, in a way, purposefully, not really, but like kind of purposefully taken a hit on my views, because I've been trying to go through a little bit of a rebranding. And also I was conducting an experiment that I talk about in this ebook, where I was trying to figure out quality or quantity. What's more important? Everyone asks, is it better to post less but have better quality videos, or to post just everything you can and see what sticks? So I have come to my conclusion, and I talk about it in the ebook, so you'll have to read that to find out. But this is a big deal because people are constantly asking this question, and it matters. Because would you rather spend less time making really good quality content and only posting a couple times a week, or would you rather be, you know, putting yourself through the ringer trying to post 5 times a day? So that's a big question mark for a lot of people, and I personally conducted an experiment to find this out, and I think I figured it out. So if you guys want to read up on that, I highly suggest it. So in the last month, I have gained around 10,000 followers, and this is with me doing the bare minimum, okay? And I see a lot of people even struggling to do that. I kind of do knock myself because my engagement has been a lot lower recently, but I also haven't been putting as much time and effort into them. So I do recognize why my content is performing less as good as it was before, but it's fine. A big tip I have, okay, that I did not put in the ebook that I'm gonna give to you now is, do not worry about the metrics. You cannot look at social media and be upset when your views dip. This is something I struggle with big time. It's really hard for me, but the thing is that you will never go straight up. It just doesn't happen. You might go straight up for a really long time, but eventually these people, Mr. Beast, whoever, they're going to plateau, and they may even dip. They might go through periods where they lose followers, you know, like James Charles, whoever, but they continue growing, and that's all that matters, is that you are seeing progress over time. My advice is to just stick through the hard times and just keep posting anyway while you're in your ebbs, because eventually you'll hit that video that throws you in your flow, and that is when it gets crazy. I've posted videos just not even caring or really paying attention to what I'm posting, and the video got millions of views and then boosted all my other videos, so that I just grew and blew up, and it created a series I wasn't even trying to create. And it's crazy, but I just have to say, stick with it, stay consistent, and I promise eventually you'll hit some type of vein. Biggest advice would be to just take a step back out of yourself, because we can be our harshest critics, but we can also be way too easy on ourselves, where we're like, wow, this video is really good. But then a stranger is just like, I literally could not care less. So you have to think about yourself posting from a stranger's perspective. Would a stranger care about this? And then as you make tweaks to your social media content, you will see progress. So getting to the end of this, I just have to say that I really racked my brain to try and condense this as much as I could in this ebook, but also providing as much value as possible. So there's like 7 little mini chapters in this ebook, and I also have an email template that tells you exactly what to say to brands if you want to pitch to brands to get paid for TikToks. And well, it works for anything: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, any social media platform. So if you're trying to reach out to brands, this is how you do it. So the template for the email pitches is $4.99, and then my workshop that tells you like everything you need to know to grow on social media is $9.99. So think about this. People spend tens of thousands tens of thousands of dollars to go to college, okay? And most of the time they switch their degrees up, they don't know what they're doing with it. They end up graduating, they don't even use that degree, okay? This is $10 to just give something a shot that you can do from home, that you can do while traveling, that you can do from literally anywhere as long as you just have your phone. And spend the 10, 15 bucks to get the resources you need to get set up and get some really solid advice. I tell you guys things in this workshop that influencers are trying to hide from you because it technically takes money away from them. And yes, influencers are hiding things from you. It took me years to figure it out because they're very secretive about things, because you will be taking money away from them when you find all this information out. So I have put a bunch of really solid information into this workshop for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I will link it down below. If you have any questions about how to grow on social media, or you have any questions about anything, please leave them down below and I will try to get back to everybody, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.